All right, so I was interrupted by the devil himself. You know, it's all the devil always comes to kill, steal, and destroy. He's trying to steal the message I was sending because it was a good message. They're gonna bring love, romance, and God back, you know, into the equation. And what happens? A demon comes. He's either, I don't know what he is. The parking lot closes at 10. It's 9:40, and he's coming over there talking about, I gotta go. I was like, who are you? Like, they literally, a whole nother security guard the other day told me it closes at 10. Now he's talking about all this nonsense. Oh, well, you gotta leave once the shop's closed. And I'm just like, no, I don't. He said it closed at 10. What time does it close? He said, when the shop's closed. I said, I've been here before, and the shops were like, what are you talking about? He's basically trying. I hate false accusers, bro. That's how I know it's a demon. If anyone is false accusing you of something, they have demons. That's my channel. I don't care what anyone says. It's going to be a spiritual channel because that's what the deepest truths are. This guy comes, and he comes to interrupt my message. I was making a beautiful message, and he comes talking, hey, you gotta, it closes. I'm like, it's not closed yet. Somebody else just told me 10. Now you're telling me it closes when the shop's closed. And then I was like, you gotta be doing something. You gotta be like eating. Or I said, I was just eating. The food store that was right, the fast food restaurant that was right. I was eating, and now I'm working. And I'm making a video. You just interrupted it. You made me lose my train of thought. You ruined the whole rhythm I was in. So that's that. I'm not gonna like rant about that too long. I might have to split up these videos now, because for some reason on my phone, if I edit a video, that's why I just go straight, like off the top, like straight videos. If I edit a video, it says my phone doesn't have enough storage or something to like send it to YouTube or whatever. But if I could just upload it straight to YouTube, that's never a problem. So I might stick them together. I might edit it. Who knows? The point is, he interrupted my message, and I'll pick back up where I left off. It's stuff like that just gets under my skin, bro. He's a liar, man. If you're lying, are you walking up to every other car? He said, oh, he's just suspicious. And somebody's just sitting in the car. It's like racial profiling, bro. It's like, I'm getting sick of racist, just judgmental people, bro. Like, that is so annoying. But we're not gonna get on that. You know, there's pros and cons to living in certain places, but I hate being wrongfully judged and then people lying about it. It's 9:30, the parking lot closes at 10, and you're telling me to leave because you don't know I have the knowledge of authority. like it's there. So you have to be doing something if you're parked here. And then I asked for public parking lot, private parking lot. He said, oh, it's a private parking lot. I don't even know if that's true. But even if it's like I don't think you could just walk up to people and discriminate and just be like, you have to leave this parking lot. You're not doing anything here. Like, not doing, like, it's not your business what I'm doing here. If the parking lot's open till 10, like it's open till 10. Don't come up to me talk about I gotta leave for some other reason when it's not 10. If it was 10 and you're telling me I have to leave, then it closes at 10, I'm leaving. Don't be trying to racially profile me or any of that garbage, man. I just, that is so annoying, dude. But it's obviously the devil. That's obviously the devil attacking and destroying the message. So I'm gonna try to get back on whatever I was on. But I think I might have to just make a whole nother video, because that, I mean, whatever. Let's just try to continue. So the reason that following God's way is the best, and things like that has happened, but also from a relationship perspective, you cannot fail. If you are not cheating on your spouse, that means you're obeying God. If you are not sexually depriving your spouse, that means you are also obeying God. With doing simply those two things, the relationship can't fail. Tell me how the relationship's gonna fail if y'all are doing the most intimate act frequently, and you're not cheating. You're not doing it with anyone else. You're not entertaining anyone else. That relationship built on that foundation is destined to succeed. It's destined. You can't not succeed with those principles. And then, like I said, I myself have to study up on the Bible some more, so you can learn even more of the principles. But it's just exponential. Like that, those are just a couple of the teachings that God teaches about relationships, love, marriage, and they are proven correct just with those couple that I gave you. There's even more examples. I just don't know it off the top of my head. I'm not like researched enough on the topic. But because it's God, I know anything else he says regarding marriage, it is just going to be better for the marriage. Like, people are not going to God for the number one thing they should be going to him for, which is love, because he is love. Like, imagine, like, you're a basketball player. You're like, oh, I'm not going to go to Michael Jordan for basketball advice. He's the best basketball player ever. Of course, like, you should learn from the best. So who's the best ever when it comes to love? It's God himself. He is love. And his standard is proving correct. But either people don't know about the standard, they don't obey it. That's the main thing about this video. They don't obey God's standard. Literally, and that is why the relationship fails. Like, okay, why did this relationship fail? That I'm sleeping with multiple people and the person left me. Well, I hate to break it to you. They probably didn't like the fact that you're sleeping with multiple people. So you're by doing so, you're disobeying God. You're unintentionally even. You could be unintentionally disobeying God. Or ignorantly disobeying God. And you're still going to pay the consequences for it. The relationship will still fail. If you obey God, your marriage, your relationship, it cannot fail. Now, if you're with the wrong person, I'm not saying, oh, get with somebody and then just don't disobey God and the relationship's going to be perfect. You have to actually, like, fall in love with them. You have to actually like the person. You can't just pick some random person and say, hey, let's not disobey God and then we'll work out forever. It's like, no, obviously this has to be somebody you're actually attracted to. Like, whatever your version of attractive is, whether it's eyes, whether it's personality, sense of humor, interest, hobbies, whatever. You have to fall in love with someone, and in the process of falling in love with them, you obey God. But then, once you're actually in love and you actually get in a relationship and, get married, then basically you're in the state of being to where you just have to not disobey God, and then the relationship will last forever. But obviously you have to, like, fall in love first. But once you do fall in love with that person and you follow the standard that God says and you obey him, the relationship literally cannot end. It's not possible. It is not possible for a marriage to end that doesn't disobey God. Actually, that's a double negative. I don't know what that means. That means obey God, right? Doesn't disobey. Yeah, that's correct. So if you have a marriage and it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna see somebody else. I can't. I slipped up. I got drunk and I slept with somebody. You just disobey God. So if the marriage ends because of you sleeping with somebody, cheating on your spouse, because you were drunk or whatever, that's all disobeying God. You get where I'm going with this? It is provable. You should not be drunk. That's what God says. So you can't use alcohol as an excuse for cheating, because you shouldn't have been drunk to begin with. That's disobeying God. You definitely shouldn't cheat, disobeying God. Oh, well, I mean, I'm just not gonna give them sex. Oh, it's been 3 weeks. I don't care. I'm not giving them sex. You're disobeying God. And that's a significant, I don't even think the pastors will touch on that. But you can literally find that in the Bible. I mean, if you do the research, if you truly research it, you will find it in the Bible. You can literally just Google it. God himself says to not sexually deprive one another. It says do not deprive one another, like with anything, basically. So if your partner's like, man, we haven't cuddled for a while, you're literally supposed to cuddle with them according to God. If your partner says, oh, we haven't had sex in a while, let's go. According to God, he's the one that says, do it. So if you're following God and obeying God, the love, like, you cannot fail. Relationships only fail because people disobey God, whether they realize they're doing it or not, whether they realize they're aware of it or not. And look, there's the parking lot that's still open, and I see multiple cars in there. I don't see him walking up to other cars. What do you know? Ridiculous. But more proof, God is the way. Demons and the devil. The demons are what make you cheat. The demons are what make you do anything that's the opposite of love with your partner. God, you follow God, you will love your partner more, and the relationship will be healthier and better and just literally more genuine love. If you disobey God, that's when demons like that guy and the devil will do work. They'll be like, oh, this is perfect. They don't want to obey God. Well, it's our turn. So it's either God or the devil. You're either going to follow God or you're going to follow the devil. I think that following God is obviously the correct way, because, like I said, your relationship with the person you love will not fail if you obey God.